Recently, I saw a post on social media that stopped me cold. Someone said that you need at least 40 crores to retire in India. Millions of likes, thousands of terrified comments. People felt like they had already failed before even starting. But here's what the post didn't say: that number belongs to someone else's life, not yours. I spent 23 years as a technical architect. In engineering, you never copy a solution from one system to another without analyzing load, users, failure patterns. Retirement is identical. Your corpus depends entirely on your lifestyle, which includes your rent, your travel, your children's school, your chai budget. It's a fingerprint. No two are the same. So let's stop guessing. This video is a step-by-step engineering manual to calculate your personal retirement corpus, and not someone else's. You will open Excel. You will type real numbers. And by the end, you will know exactly what number to aim for. No fear, just math. Step 1. Open a blank Excel sheet. Not an app that hides the math. Real Excel. List every single monthly expense. Rent or EMI, groceries, electricity, fuel, eating out, subscriptions, medicine. Don't lie to yourself. Be honest. Then sum it up. Multiply by 12. That's your yearly expense, in today's money. Step 2. New column. List your goals. Not investments, just goals. Daughter's college, a new car, a vacation, a wedding. Write what each costs today. Not tomorrow, today. For education, take 24 lakh rupees as an example for a 4-year degree. For a car, 20 lakh rupees. For travel, 5 lakh rupees. We'll add inflation later. First, just the raw numbers. Why ignore inflation at first? Because most people freeze when they see big future numbers. So we build the foundation first, that is, your real needs in today's value. Once that's solid, we add the time machine, which is inflation. And here's the key: inflation is not one number. General inflation in India is around 7%. But education? That's 10% inflation every year. Vehicle inflation is gentler, about 3%, because technology gets cheaper over time. Healthcare can be 12%. Using one inflation number for everything is like using a hammer for a screw. It breaks things. Meet Ramesh, for example. He's 45 and plans to retire at 55, that is, 10 years from today. Monthly expense is 1 lakh rupees. So, yearly it is 12 lakh rupees. One child, aged 8, will be going to college in 10 years. Today's cost for college is 24 lakh rupees. He has 2 goals, same timeline, different inflation. Let's calculate what he actually needs. The formula for future value is simple. Future value is equal to present value into 1 plus inflation rate raised to the power of time in years. In Excel, it's the FV function. Type equal to FV in brackets, rate, NPER, PMT, PV. Rate is inflation. NPER is years. PV is today's value, with a minus sign. For Ramesh's yearly expense of 12 lakh rupees today, with 7% inflation over 10 years, his first year of retirement will need 23.6 lakh rupees. Not 12 lakh rupees. That's the shock. People think they need 3 crore rupees total. But just his first year expense will be 23.6 lakh rupees. Now education. 24 lakh rupees today. 10 years. With 10% inflation and same formula. That is FV in brackets, 10%, 10, 0, minus 24 lakhs. Results in 62.2 lakh rupees. Parents save for 5 years and realize they're behind because they used 7% for everything. Education needs its own bucket. So Ramesh needs 23.6 lakh rupees for year 1 of retirement, then that grows at 7% each year. Plus 62.2 lakh rupees for education in year 10. But that's not his retirement corpus yet, that's the future value of his goals. Now we ask, how much capital on day 1 of retirement makes this sustainable? This brings us to safe withdrawal rate, which is how much you can take out each year without running out of money. In India, with our inflation and longevity, 4% fails. 3% is safer. That means you need 33 times your yearly expense, not 25 times. I have a full video on this. Watch why 25x for retirement fails in India. You can find the link in the description. For Ramesh, first year retirement expense is 23.6 lakh rupees. Multiply by 33, that's 7.79 crore rupees, which is just for his living expenses. Add education corpus of 62.2 lakh rupees needed in year 10. So, total is 8.41 crore rupees by age of 55. That's his number, not 40 crores, not random. It's personal and achievable. But having 8.41 crore rupees is not enough. How you invest it determines if it lasts for 30 years or forever. There are multiple strategies. I've covered each in previous videos. Let me summarize 4 popular models so you can choose as per your risk profile. First strategy is the income first model. You prioritize high dividend stocks, senior citizen savings scheme, and long-term bonds. This is for retirees who want predictable monthly cash flow and can't stomach volatility. Low risk, so lower growth, but very peaceful. Second strategy is the permanent portfolio, which allocates 25% to equity, 25% to long-term debt, 25% to gold and 25% to cash. This was designed by Harry Brown, and it survives any economic environment including boom, bust, inflation, deflation. Very safe, but returns are moderate, great for risk-averse retirees. Third strategy is the classic 50-50 equity debt model. Half in equity mutual funds for growth, half in debt funds, PPF, or FDs for stability, with rebalancing every year. This is the Goldilocks strategy, not too aggressive, not too conservative. Most suitable for early retirees. Fourth is the bucket strategy. This is my favorite as an engineer. You divide your corpus into 3 buckets. Bucket 1 is 4 to 5 years of expenses in cash or debt funds. Bucket 2 is another 4 to 5 years of expenses in hybrid funds. And bucket 3 is everything else in equity funds. You refill bucket 1 from bucket 2 when markets are bad, and from bucket 3 when markets are good. This protects you from selling equity in a crash. Why so many strategies? Because risk is personal. A government employee with a pension can take more equity risk. A freelancer with volatile income needs more debt safety. There is no one correct answer. Only what makes you sleep better at night. Pick one, stick to it, review every year. Now let's go over the learnings from this. The first takeaway is that there is no universal retirement corpus. The 40 crore number is for a lifestyle you don't live. Your number comes from your Excel sheet, that is, your expenses, your goals, your inflation assumptions. Not from fear, and definitely not from social media. The second takeaway is to never use one inflation number for everything. Inflation for education is 10%, health is 12%, general is 7%, cars is 3%. Model them separately. Excel's FV function was built for exactly this. Use it. Your future self will thank you. The third takeaway is that 33x your first year expense is your target. But 33x in a savings account will fail. You need asset allocation, something like income first or permanent portfolio or 50 equity 50 debt or bucket strategy. Choose one as per your risk profile. Then engineer the system. That's how retirement lasts. So here's my question, not as a planner, but as someone who retired early. Have you actually done this? Opened Excel? Typed in your real expenses? Applied different inflation rates? Or are you still scrolling reels and hoping it will work out? Hope is not a strategy. Math is. I retired from tech 2 years ago. Now I do portfolio reviews for people who want to retire in the next 5 to 10 years. No products, no AUM fees. Just a second set of eyes from an engineer who thinks in systems. If you want that, link in description. Not a sales pitch, just math, just a conversation about your numbers. Because I truly believe that financial freedom should be engineered, not wished for. You are the architect of your retirement. And you know that a system designed without requirements is guaranteed to fail. Your requirements are your expenses, your goals, your inflation rates, your risk profile. Now go build. And if you need a code review, you know where to find me. See you in the next video.